Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to another episode of Wife versus Video Games. I'm Ryan. I'm the husband.
And I'm Alicia. I'm the wife. I don't play video games.
I do.
We should redo that. I don't play video games. Oh my heavens!
I do.
You go first then.
Okay. I got this. I do.
You are annoying.
I'm sorry.
We want to introduce ourselves.
Through stories that you can connect with.
And we're going to play Tekken at the same time because Ryan says it's just button mashing, which for those who don't play video games, because I don't play video games, so that means you just press the buttons really fast and really hard.
And hope something happens.
And hope it hits the other person. But it's not quite button mashing for Ryan because he actually knows what different combinations and stuff mean.
And I haven't played this game in a hot minute, so any combinations that I know are now gone to the back of my mind.
And then we're going to keep a tally at the top about who has how many wins and stuff.
And tell stories at the same time.
So that it's even harder. All right, let's look at these actual characters.
I want to be this man.
Devil Jin.
Oh, why are you a devil? That's scary.
No.
You picked the stage,
but I'm hoping that being a devil will beat you.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. I'm very competitive. Which is bad when your husband plays video games and you don't.
This wasn't on our list of stories that we were going to share, but that reminds me of a time that we played a fighting game like this back when we were dating.
Oh.
and you know, I like to compete, but if it's not going to be a competition, I tone it down in difficulty so that the other person can have fun. That is not the effect it had on my wife.
No! You let me win! That was so demeaning. Like, I can't even play my best against you because you're not even worth it.
So that taught me that if I'm going to compete with my wife, I should just go all out, or else she'll be very angry with me.
So, I was not a happy camper when I learned you let me win.
I'm a boxer. Woo!
Oh, that was me. Okay, so I guess our first story, I was in college for a while before I met Ryan, and during the summers I would work really hard to try to pay off most of my schooling for the rest of the year, and I worked at Taco Bell for a while. And this is the story that irks me the most. And it's that
and just really quick, any of you that work in food services will immediately understand her plight.
Is that somebody came up to the counter and they said, I have a coupon. And Taco Bell doesn't really do coupons, really. And I looked at the coupon, and it wasn't for even Taco Bell. It was for Taco Time. And he goes, no, I want you to use this coupon. And he was so insistent. He wouldn't listen to me. So eventually, I had to grab my boss because he just wasn't listening to me. And he asked for the manager anyway, so you know how that goes. So my boss came up and was like, what's the problem? Like, he wants to use my coupon. Oh, he beat me. Anyway, so I said, he wants to use his coupon, and it's not even for our store. And the manager looks at it, he goes, dude, this is for Taco Time. You're in Taco Bell. And the guy goes, no, I saw the sign when I came in.
If any of you have been into a Taco Bell, you can see from several cues that it is indeed a Taco Bell. Let's see, you got the menu.
You got the menu.
You got your shirts and your hats.
Our shirts, our hats, our aprons. I mean, even the tables have little Taco Bell signs on them. I mean, the cups, what do you need? Like, this guy was so insistent. And then he left thinking we gypped him because he didn't believe that he wasn't in a Taco Time.
You know, maybe in the middle of it he realized that it was indeed a Taco Bell, but it would seem foolish of him to admit that he was wrong, and so he just went on with this with the facade.
That sounds like something I would do.
You would?
I don't know. I don't want to admit I'm wrong, so I'll just keep going.
Do you remember the time you went to the bank?
I don't know that one.
So Alicia went to the bank to make a deposit, okay? And the teller, just to be friendly and stuff, started making conversation with Alicia.
Because I didn't want to make a conversation. I was just trying to get in and out. I was really like, I was really busy.
And, so how is it? And somehow Alicia ended up telling the teller that she had 2 kids. We only have 1.
No, well, okay, it went like this. She goes, well, oh, I see it was your birthday recently. Did you have any fun? Because I had to give her my ID and stuff. And it's like, yeah, she's like, what do you do? And I was like, oh, I just hung out with my daughter and son. And I was like, son? Meant husband, daughter and husband. But, like, I was so tired, and I was expecting this to be just like a quick thing. Like, I was gonna walk away any second, so I didn't correct myself. I'm like, it doesn't matter, right? And she's like, oh, so you have 2 kids? Yes. Again, I don't want to correct myself and go into an explanation that I'm tired, and I just was saying daughter and son out of habit from my job, and like, so I was like, oh man, you keep beating me.
All right, let's change characters.
And so I was like, yeah, and she's like, oh, you must have your hands full. Like, can we get to the end of this transaction, please?
And then she asks, so how old are they?
And I couldn't go back. By that point, I was in too deep.
So the web of lies became more and more
So
intricate.
I gave fake ages for my children, one of which was fake.
Oh, my daughter is 4 and my son is 1. And now she can never go back to that bank.
I could never go in and face her now.
Stop rematching. We gotta pick characters.
Oh, how do I fix it?
Here, I got it.
Fix it.
Oh.
So.
That's just my wife's cute social anxieties there. Rather than admit you made an honest mistake, just lie so that you don't seem silly.
Well, I didn't want to go through the whole explanation, you know? All right, anyways, so we thought we'd tell you a little bit about us getting together, so about our first date.
Yes, so Alicia and I, we met at college. And so when I met her, she was in her second to last semester before graduating, and I had just started my first. And the reason for that, she's only a few months older than me, but the reason for that huge gap is because I spent 2 years living in the Dominican Republic. So everybody had a 2-year head start in their college careers, right? All right.
About our first date. He asked me out, and on the first date...
Okay, yes. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm distracted by trying to pick a character.
Oh, that's too bad. Maybe I'll tell this story.
No, let me. I want to. Okay,
It's not hard to focus on 2 things at once.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit.
Oh, man.
Okay, so when I asked her on our first date, it was to be a group date with my roommates and their dates, right? And I decided, you know what, I'm going to cook a nice dinner for this before we continue with our plans, which was to go to an escape room. More on that later. And when we all got together for dinner, Alicia thought the date was going awful. Because...
It was going awful.
Well, because it was a group date.
It
I
was
was
not
just being,
a good start.
It was a group date. I was just being social with people and junk.
Here's something that Ryan does a lot, is that he is just not...
I'm just not what? I dare you to say it.
Ryan is so good at talking with other people, and he's so good at communication and having a good time with everybody who's there that he does not do good on focusing on just the one when it's needed.
So anyway, that's how the date was going. But then the subject of music came up, and I play guitar. And the song "I Will Follow You Into the Dark" came into the discussion, and we're like, hey, I know how to play that song, so I pulled out my guitar and started playing it. And then with that, Alicia fell in love with me, and we got married the day after.
No, I just thought, well, he has a nice voice. I'll give him another chance.
So that saved the date from ending in absolute disaster. So we went to the escape room, and if y'all haven't done an escape room, they're a lot of fun. They lock you in a room for an hour and give you a bunch of puzzles to try and find the way out. And it was going great up until when we got out, because one of my... Oh, that's all right. Just go to the air. So one of my roommates, he's a very fun person, and he's very
He feels bad
outgoing.
about this, by the way.
Yeah, he does feel bad about this. I'm not going to name any names, but if you're watching this, you know exactly who you are, and you know what you've done. Anyway, he's very fun to be around,
he feels
and
bad.
but the owner of the escape house was just not having it.
I guess he was having a bad day or something.
Yeah, he must have been
but
having a bad day.
He said some comments.
He made some comments that were funny, but then
the guy didn't take it well.
He didn't take it well, and he
was
threatened
gonna
to
call the cops.
He threatened to call the police on us.
So we almost got the cops called on us.
And then we were able to defuse the situation, and it all went well. And so the next part of the date was watching a movie. And now, all right. Now
so here's this debate. You're gonna have to put your thoughts in the comments.
To this day, 3.5 years later, Alicia and I are still arguing about this.
From our first date.
Is it more intimate to hold hands or to put your arm around your prospective date? I think it's more intimate to put your arm around the person. Alicia think it's more intimate to hold hands.
Because to me, holding hands means like you guys are together. Does that make sense?
Well, to me,
but, like,
putting your arm around.
No, put it. You know, you could. That's just like a first step. There's a guy could have his arm around a girl and them not be boyfriend girlfriend. But if they're holding hands, that means they're boyfriend girlfriend.
According to who?
According to everybody. Tell us in the comments if you agree. And Brian thinks more body contact means more intimacy, and so. We held hands during the movie, but I thought, wow, that's moving a little fast. So I moved his arm around my shoulder, and then he thought, wow, this is going way better than I thought.
I really did.
And so here's our endless debate.
And so, anyway, you guys go ahead and discuss amongst yourselves and then tell us who's right and who's wrong. By the way, it's me.
Oh, my heavens.
So anyway, we finished the date, and ending the date like normal. I had a great time. Yeah, we should do this again. And me, being the bold date that I was, said, "Yeah, we should do this again. How's tomorrow sound?"
I killed you finally. Sorry, that's in the middle of the story, but like I haven't won in like 4 rounds, and so.
Oh, come on! Ah!
Ah! And that's how our first date went. No, not like that, but.
Yeah. And so one thing led to another, and now we have a baby. Ow!
I got him again! I'm good with this guy.
Yeah, Jin Kazama's pretty good. I like him.